Your smartphone is the most powerful device you own. It wakes you up, connects you to the world, and stores your most personal memories. But behind the sleek glass screen lies a darker reality most people ignore. This isn't just a phone, it's a surveillance machine, a psychological weapon, and in some cases, a tool of control. And the scariest part? You agreed to it. Let's start with data collection. The average smartphone user checks their phone over 90 times a day. Each swipe, tap, and scroll creates data, and that data is worth billions. Companies like Google and Meta don't just track what you search or post. They track how long you hover over a picture, what times of day you unlock your screen, and even how fast you type. In 2020 alone, Google made over $147 billion in ad revenue, almost all of it powered by smartphone surveillance. But how do they get away with it? Terms and conditions. That endless wall of text no one reads. Hidden inside are clauses that give companies permission to log your location, share your data with partners, and even train AI systems on your private information. When Facebook was sued in 2019 for data misuse, their lawyers argued that users had technically consented just by signing up. In other words, the system is rigged. Now let's talk about location tracking. In 2018, a Catholic priest in Wisconsin was forced to resign after data from a gay dating app outed his private life. How? A data broker had purchased location pings tied to his phone and cross-referenced them with public information. In 2022, Vice reporters were able to purchase similar location data for only $160. That means anyone with money, not just governments, can spy on your movements. And it doesn't stop there. Police departments across the US use something called a geofence warrant. Instead of targeting a specific suspect, they request data from every phone in a certain area at a certain time. In one case, an innocent man in Arizona was arrested simply because his phone was near a burglary scene. He wasn't guilty, but his phone data made him look guilty. Now about those apps. Remember when TikTok was accused of being a national security threat? US and European lawmakers claimed the app was harvesting keystrokes and sending sensitive data back to servers in China. And while TikTok denied the most extreme claims, leaked internal documents showed that engineers in China could access US user data as late as 2022. And it's not just TikTok. In 2020, a popular Muslim prayer app was caught selling data to a US military contractor. That data was then used to track people's movements in the Middle East. Your phone also collects health data, sometimes without permission. Fitness apps, fertility trackers, even period apps have been caught selling sensitive medical information to advertisers. After the overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022, privacy experts warned that fertility apps could be weaponized against women in states with abortion bans. Suddenly, what seemed like harmless health tracking could become evidence in court. Then there's the microphone problem. Amazon Alexa has been caught recording private conversations thousands of times by mistake. Google admitted its voice assistant sends some recordings to human reviewers. And leaked documents revealed Facebook explored analyzing voice data for targeted ads. While companies insist they're not listening all the time, cybersecurity researchers have shown it's trivial for a malicious app to activate a phone's mic without detection. And let's not forget your camera. In 2019, security researchers discovered a flaw in Android phones that allowed hackers to secretly take photos and record video, even when the phone looked like it was locked. That same year, Apple admitted FaceTime had a bug where callers could eavesdrop on someone else's microphone before they picked up. And for years, stalkerware apps have given abusers remote access to victims' cameras and GPS, tools that can destroy lives. But the dark truth goes deeper. Your phone doesn't just watch you. It changes you. Psychologists have proven that smartphone design deliberately exploits human behavior. In 2017, former Google design ethicist Tristan Harris compared phones to slot machines. Every notification, every buzz, every red badge is designed to trigger dopamine, keeping you hooked. That's why the average American spends over 4 hours a day glued to their screen. Tech companies don't just want your money. They want your attention, every waking moment. And it's working. Studies show rising levels of anxiety, depression, and insomnia linked directly to smartphone use. In 2018, a Pew survey found that nearly half of U.S. teens felt addicted to their phones. And in 2021, leaked Facebook research admitted Instagram was harmful to teenage girls' mental health, fueling eating disorders and body dysmorphia. These companies knew the damage but did nothing. Why? Because your suffering is profitable. But maybe the darkest side of all is political manipulation. In 2016, Cambridge Analytica harvested data from 87 million Facebook users, much of it from smartphones, and used it to sway elections. Their methods included micro-targeting political ads designed to exploit fear, anger, and division. And they weren't the only ones. In countries from Myanmar to Brazil, smartphones have been used to spread disinformation campaigns that destabilize democracies. Your phone isn't just a tool. It's a weapon. And don't think you're safe because you use Apple. In 2021, researchers discovered Pegasus spyware on iPhones belonging to journalists and world leaders. Pegasus could read messages, activate microphones, and track every move, all without the victim ever knowing. The fact that presidents and CEOs can be hacked should terrify you. If they aren't safe, no one is. Even when you get rid of your phone, the risks don't end. Security firm Avast once bought 200 used phones from eBay and was able to recover 40,000 photos, 750 emails, and over 250 contacts, all from supposedly wiped devices. Factory resets don't always erase your data. It lingers. And once it's leaked, there's no taking it back. So, what can you do? The hard truth is, you can't opt out of this system completely. But you can fight back, audit app permissions, and deny anything unnecessary. Use encrypted messaging apps like Signal. Disable location tracking except when absolutely needed. Cover your camera when not in use. And never assume your data is safe, because it's not. Smartphones connect us, entertain us, and empower us. But they also watch us, track us, and manipulate us. The question is no longer whether you should be worried. The question is, how much control are you willing to give away? Smartphones shape our daily lives, offering information and connection while eroding our privacy and autonomy. Every convenience means a loss of personal freedom. Are you aware of the cost of this digital lifestyle? Tech giants manipulate behavior for profit, turning you into a product. Notifications and updates keep you enthralled, making your attention their currency. Yet you have tools to reclaim control through informed choices. Being aware is just the beginning. Digital literacy can protect you. Understand your privacy settings to gauge what you sacrifice for convenience. Stay informed and demand transparency to hold tech companies accountable. Your awareness and actions can foster a more privacy-respecting digital landscape. Reflect on the implications of your personal information becoming a commodity. Each engagement with your smartphone fuels an engine that thrives on your thoughts. We've surrendered vast data, rendering ourselves vulnerable. A revolution in consumer consciousness is needed. Resist those who profit from our lives. Change starts with you, staying aware of your digital footprints. Don't be a mere subject under surveillance. It's time to act. In this realm, ignorance breeds fear. Every swipe exposes your vulnerabilities, leading corporations deeper into your psyche. Understanding this manipulation is crucial. Your seemingly innocent habits support a system exploiting human behavior for profit. This reality impacts your mental health and civic freedoms. Recognizing this manipulation is essential to reclaim your agency. Knowledge is power. Take a stand against exploitation. Are you using technology or is it using you? We must redefine our smartphone interactions to escape surveillance capitalism. Each action communicates your value for privacy. Smartphone surveillance impacts society, eroding collective anonymity and altering social interactions. Algorithms influence friendships and political beliefs without our knowledge. Who controls this narrative? As communication tools, smartphones have become surveillance instruments. They siphon personal data, creating emotional dependency. Our smartphones connect us but also enable control by profit-driven entities. Understanding these hidden costs is vital. Our choices can uphold liberties or facilitate freedom's erosion. The time has come to reclaim our narratives. Tech giants profit from our digital footprints with each smartphone interaction, creating profiles that influence every aspect of our lives. The engagement carries societal repercussions that affect generations. We need transparency and action to counter complacency. As users, we inadvertently grant companies access to our data with every download and permission. Your smartphone may seem a companion, but it often enforces surveillance. Balance convenience with the implications of your choices to reclaim your narrative. In an era where convenience overshadows caution, remember each interaction could be used against you. Be an informed user, make conscious choices to protect your privacy. Challenge the companies profiting from your data. Embrace technology while prioritizing your autonomy. Your digital footprint shapes the future. Will it be transparent or a tool of control? Smartphones obscure their role in exploitation. We must question whether these devices serve us or if we are merely commodities. Empower yourself by choosing apps wisely and scrutinizing permissions. Change begins when we reclaim narratives from those profiting from our lives. Will we succumb to surveillance or rise to reclaim agency? The battle for privacy demands vigilance and accountability from tech companies. Together, we can create a future where technology enhances our lives without sacrificing liberties. By the way, if you're learning something here, hit that subscribe button to join Tech Tomorrow. Every week we dive deep into the hidden stories big tech doesn't want you to know. Don't miss what's coming next.